Who was Buddha? The Buddha was a spiritual teacher from ancient India and the founder of Buddhism. His real name was Siddhartha Gautama, and accounts of his life and teachings were passed down by word of mouth until they appeared in writing around 400 years after his death. Not much information is known about the life of the Buddha, and what little there is has, over the centuries, become mixed with myth. However, it is said that he was born a prince of the Sakya tribe of Nepal in around 566 BC. As a child, Siddhartha was troubled by the very same thoughts and fears that we all have today. He was worried by topics such as, why do things change? Why do we grow older? And why do people get sad? In his late 20s, he is said to have realized that the wealth and luxury provided by his royal position could not bring him real happiness. So he left his home and family to look for the meaning of life and the key to contentment by living simply and trying out the teachings and philosophies of his day. For 6 years he wandered from place to place, living plainly. He studied with great masters and learned how to meditate, but still he felt unhappy. Then, one day, he decided to sit in meditation underneath a great tree called the Bodhi tree and stay there until he found the answers he sought. After many days of deep meditation, he experienced an amazing flash of insight, during which he came to understand the cause and true nature of human suffering and how to prevent it. He became what is now known as enlightened. In fact, the name Buddha is a title which comes from the Sanskrit word Bud, meaning to understand or to be awakened. Buddha can therefore be translated as someone who has awakened to the truth. For the rest of his life, the Buddha traveled around India, teaching others the way to enlightenment, a journey which came to be known as the Dharma, the path. Gradually he gathered a group of followers who became known as the Sangha, the community. One important aspect of Buddhist practice was that the Buddha encouraged the Sangha to think for themselves. He directed them not to follow his teachings just because he said so, but to test them for themselves. And he taught people from all walks of life. Although the Buddha died at the age of 80 in around 486 BC, his teachings have lived on. His last words are said to have been, "Impermanent are all created things. Strive on with awareness." And the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, known as the three jewels or three refuges, are still at the heart of Buddhism today. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free from suffering.